A very good evening to one and all. Thank you so much for joining us today on this beautiful evening where we are also as excited as you to meet all of you, to interact with you, and definitely share some beautiful smiles this evening. Wish you all a happy Onam. It's been a nice long weekend, and it's our honor and privilege to meet all of you today. Let's begin today's evening with a welcome note from Dr. Badu. A very
Very
good
good
evening, sir.
evening. Very good evening to all. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. The phrase of Aristotle goes well with class, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science. We, the members of class, cordially welcome the parents and students for today's event. Meet the principal. A very warm welcome, dear parents. It's my privilege to welcome our beloved principal, Dr. Vigila Edwin Kennedy, a transformationist and a liberal arts expert who will enlighten us this evening. Welcome, ma'am. My hearty welcome to all the leads, faculty, and everyone in class. Let's have a nice program this evening. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you so much, sir, for your really nice words. As a classmate, okay, that's what we faculty call ourselves, and as classites, all of us students also, we one thing that we love about our campus is the beautiful sprawling campus with such amazing facilities which always enthralls us. And every morning when I step down from the staff bus and I enter the campus, I feel so proud of the whole campus, the proud of every building, every structure out there. And I would like today to bring in front of you a short video which takes you around the campus on a virtual tour. So, class of 2021, did you see that beautiful campus that awaits you with that warmth and that beautiful sprawling nature around us, it definitely makes those 3 years of your education at class something absolutely memorable. Today, we have with us someone who brings in so much of energy into every student, into every faculty who walks into the campus. And she has been someone who I have been personally very, very inspired by. Let me welcome today Dr. Vigila Kennedy, our principal ma'am. A very good evening, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us and especially taking out time to bring this event in front of our students and to meet all of our classmates. Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening and welcome. My pleasure to meet all of you today, this evening, and it's absolutely delight. I'm absolutely delighted because this is a very important evening for us to meet. Many of us have not met on campus or even virtually, so it is wonderful that we could meet together like this. A very quick evening where we could share about Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science and what we do here and how your journey can be very exciting with us for the next 3 years. Very, it's a very interesting evening because we are just going to take you through what awaits you for the next 3 years. I know that we have been in very difficult times, very challenging times, and I know that many of you are very eager to get back to campus, even whether it's school or whether it's in college. But we really hope that we will be able to get back into the campus very soon, but would like to give a preview of who we are and what we do in our campus. So let me share a very quick presentation about class. We call Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Sciences class. And let me share my screen with you on that and take you through a very, very quick journey. So this is a beautiful campus. Some of you may have visited us, some of you may not have, but we really hope that you will be able to visit us in the campus sometime soon. So college life is a life of opportunities. We give you plenty of opportunities. Generally, moving from school to college is a big jump, and it's a landscape jump for many of the students because this gives an opportunity to explore your knowledge, your skills, as well as many of the things that you aspire for. And we believe that college life is a springboard, especially the undergraduate program is a springboard for a fantastic future that you can build. And class exactly provides you with that kind of an opportunity. So to talk about Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science, that is class, before we talk about the college itself, I would like to set the context of who we are as a college. So Kumaraguru belongs to Shakti Group, which was established in 1955. And we have companies, colleges, schools, community centers, as well as many of NGOs which operate through us. And this was founded by our founder, chairman, Dr. N. Mahalingam, and who was a philanthropist, a transformationalist, who was an educationist, who wanted to really impact the region through education. And Kumaraguru is a part of this mighty, very rich legacy. And we are very proud that you're all employees of this particular group. And I'm very happy that you're going to be part of this particular group of organizations. And to talk a little more about the group itself, Shakti Group has a group of companies, and we also have a group of educational institutions. And if you look at the educational institutions, we stepped into education way back in 1957. And that is why we have this rich legacy of what we are and who we are. And the latest addition is Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science, which we are extremely proud that we are part of this new institution. But has a very rich foundation, and you're going to be part of this large conglomerate of organization. And inside this Shakti group of organizations, we have Kumaraguru institutions. Now, Kumaraguru institutions have has includes four institutions, colleges. The College of Technology, which was founded in 1984, which is our flagship college, and 2005 we established the Kumaraguru College of the Business School. 2014, the Institute of Agriculture, and in 2018, the College of Liberal Arts and Science. We're extremely proud that this is a fantastic group of educational institution which builds the character of the students while enriching the knowledge and making the students to ready to face the world. And this is our beautiful campus that we have in Coimbatore. When you visit our campus, when you come to college, hopefully the situation will be better and we will be in campus soon. This is the campus that you will step in. You see the library, you see the main building, and it's in that one wing of that main building is where class sits. You have the residential facility, etc. It's as Ananda was saying, it's a beautiful campus, and you will definitely enjoy the campus once you step in. So, to talk about the college, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science, we want to thank you because we are happy that you have chosen us, and we are very happy that you have made your decision to join us. And our vision for you as an individual, as a batch of 2021, is that we want you to be very progressive as individuals, as departments, and while progressive with a focus on research, while instilling a passion for lifelong learning. Because I think learning is something which doesn't end with 3 years, but this happens every year. So, how do we actually build that passion for that lifelong learning? Is we take that as an agenda, we ensure that you enjoy learning not only for 3 years. And ultimately, we want to impact the world as young people. When you step out of our campus, we want you to be the transformers. We want to transform you, and we want to ensure that you transform the world. That is our vision, and we build it on our values of sincerity, respect, passion, and progression. And these are our strategic priorities of our college, and many of us are working towards building this kind of a vision. So, what is this liberal arts? Many of you might be wondering what this liberal arts is. This goes back to a Latin word which comes from the word liberalis, which says it's appropriate for freemen. What is this freemen? These are men or people who did the intellectual work and who made decisions in the early Greek life. So these are people who took decisions, who had a wide understanding of very many different things that were around them, and they took the decisions to for the community, for the city. So that's where the word liberalis comes from. Now, from here it comes. The word comes from the word of liberal arts comes. Now, what is this liberal arts? Again, in those days, there were seven verticals of liberal arts. So if you see at the bottom, people learned arithmetic, geometry, music, astronomy, while they learned logic, rhetoric, and grammar. Now, all these four together were called as liberal arts, and anybody who were well versed in this was called as a free man. Who was a free man? He was a man who would be able to rule the community or rule the province because he had that exposure, he had that knowledge. And today, in liberal arts, that's exactly what we want to do. We want to ensure that you have this multiple perspective in your learning beyond your specific program so that you become decision makers in the future. And that is what we aspire for. So this is what is liberal arts. Liberal arts is giving a wider perspective of education and a wider perspective of life beyond your specific curriculum. So it could be mathematics, it could be music, it could be art, it could be English, literature, etc. And we are very, very happy that this class provides that kind of a platform. And these were the people who were uh, advocates of liberal arts education. It starts from Plato to Socrates to Aristotle. And they said education of the whole person includes a moral character. So, education of the whole person, both intellect, practice, skill, and character. So, what we have as liberal arts is not something new. It has been founded in a it's very, very deep rooted. And on the right hand side, you see Leonardo da Vinci. And he had a multiple interest, and he was an expert in many things. And this is what we call as a person who has a liberal arts exposure across different domains. And today, youth, again, young people like you, I'm sure that you are interested in so many things just beyond what is your learning, whatever is your subject, or whatever is your degree. And that's exactly what we really want to do. And that's what we really want to build. We want to build your left brain as well as your right brain. All of us have this. There's a lot of theory and there's a lot of research which is going on how our brains function. So it is not just the left brain which is highly analytical or fact based or mathematics or thinking oriented, but it is also the creativity, arts and creation and feeling, etc. Both together make an individual a fantastic individual. And the liberal arts education helps you to enrich your left and your right brain. And how do we actually do that in class? Okay, that's a theory, but this is how we do it. We call ourselves as a place where we build T shaped individuals. What is this T-shaped individual? T-shaped, the vertical line, it talks about, or we believe that the vertical line is the subject or the program that you learn. It could be a commerce, it could be a management. The horizontal line is a wide variety of skills that you need to develop. Because today, in today's world, it's just not the knowledge. I'm sure as parents, if you're listening, or if people whoever from the industry, if you're listening, you will know today how there is a gap between the knowledge and the skill. And we want to ensure there is a broad breadth of skills that are there with the individuals, while there is a narrow, specific depth of your domain knowledge. And we very strongly believe in building this. Now, how do we actually build this in class? So we believe in the sandwich model. We have designed a sandwich model. We have designed a very, very unique model in the arts and science space. So we call this a sandwich, which has a class core, which is the major, and then you have a class edge. The top layer is the class edge plus. Now, what happens in these layers? The core is what the university gives, while the bottom and the top layer are built by us. The bottom layer, the class edge, is how we teach you in class to become better in your domain, how we read, how we learn, and how we practice. The class H plus is something which is very unique to us. We call that as contemporary knowledge and skills. We believe that we want to ensure that your knowledge is much more broader. We want to believe that your knowledge is much more superior. So what we have is, we give is the stackable micro credentials. We give you credentials, micro credentials, which can be either horizontal or it could be vertical. And the horizontal micro credentials are credentials which is there across. You might want to choose across different domains, but horizontal credentials are credentials which is there in your own domain. So these we give as value additions. You might have chosen pathways. Now, these pathways flows into this because we want to ensure that you learn much more beyond what is minimal. We want to give you something which is extraordinary. We want to ensure that you have a worldwide or a world view of things. So that's why these micro credentials are given by our partners, either by the industry or by the international organizations or partners. So this is the model in which you will learn along with the core of what is being offered by the university. So what is a major? I just want to take you layer by layer. Now these are the majors that you have. You might have chosen one of these programs. And we are affiliated with Bharatiya University, which is ranked 13th in the country, and we are very happy about that. And we have different sets of programs, both School of Finance, Business, and Economics. We have the social work, social sciences, and also communication and humanities. So we have programs from diploma to PhD. That's a wide variety of programs that we have. And we are extremely happy and proud that we have this kind of a bouquet of courses which are very relevant for liberal arts. So this is a major. Now, what happens in class edge? In the class edge, we try to deepen your core. Here, we use different methodologies which will help you to learn better beyond the lectures. We use several methods to ensure that you are able to ultimately create new things. Not only just remember, because I think in school we look at more like remembering things, but we want you to enlarge and we want you to broaden your thought process and ensure that your thinking, your learning is much more effective. So we take you through different learning methods and different learning processes. It could be research, it could be internships, it could be field visits, it could be many things. And this year also we are looking at project based learning, again a very very interesting model. So there are several ways in which you can learn your core, your majors, and it is going to be interesting. And the Edge Plus is to advance your core or to diversify your thought process or to have a horizontal thought process. So we have different partners with us and we offer 64 professional certifications. On the right, you see some of our partners. So this is where the courses flow into the pathways. Some of you would have chosen the pathways. Now, what happens is every semester, one of these courses or a couple of these courses will be offered as value additions. This will ensure, why do we do this? This will ensure that one, you have a very broad knowledge, much more better knowledge than what a regular degree offers. Secondly, you have interaction with the industry people, you have interaction with the international professionals so that you are ready either for higher education or for a career or to start your own business. We look at pathways like that. So that's why this is super important to understand what we do and with what purpose that we do, so that the students who join us are fantastically benefited. I'm sure in the Q&A, if you have questions, we'll be able to answer more of those questions with you. To take you uh, forward on this is what I was talking about. You would have chosen pathways, you would have decided on what pathway you want. The higher the pathway, the more the courses, the more the exposure, so that your next phase of your life can become better. We don't want you to be ordinary, we want you to be extraordinary, and that's a platform that we are trying to give you as you progress in your undergraduate program. And beyond all this, so this is all very serious stuff. So what happens in the campus is, because we believe in holistic learning, holistic skill building, you have several things that you can do to enjoy, not only on campus, but it is also off campus. Because many of these things happen virtually also. whether it is student counseling or whether it is volunteering, or all these clubs are very active in the campus for the past 1 year. you Every club is virtually connected. I think they are much more active because at the in the comfort of your home you can connect and get engaged with many of your classmates. And another very interesting aspect is we have something called a space, sphere of practical and creative exploration. The difference between the clubs and this is clubs is open for anyone. This is slightly important, or this is slightly chosen because this is very rigorous. You get into an action lab, and you will be trained, and you will be built, and you will be asked to do projects, etc. So this also ensures that there is a rigor to it, apart from the enjoyment of clubs. But we also want to train you, and we also want to build you in how we do things. So this is how we build different aspects, different facets of you as an individual. And I just want to close with this from a liberal arts perspective. Now, these are some of the leaders who have studied liberal arts, and we aspire and we hope that this is the kind of leaders that we will build. We hope that your photograph will be here one day, and we hope that you will be one of these kind of change makers in the world. You may, once you join us, we ensure that we sort of create a pathway towards this. But I also want to tell you, one is it's always a two-way process. We will give you the best of opportunities, but it is up to the individual also to take up the opportunities. The responsibility is with you. You know, the big difference between school and college is this: in the college, opportunities will be laid in front of you like a buffet. Pick it up. And we want to ensure that you turn into one of these leaders. And to do all these things, we have a fantastic dynamic team of faculty members. We have a very diverse set of faculty members with very rich experience and very well qualified and extremely committed and dedicated. You might have met many of them during the interviews. I'm sure you would have had a fantastic experience with them. And this is one small team of faculty who will be able to curate your career, who will be able to guide you, who will be able to mentor you. And I'm extremely happy that this team of faculty members do extraordinary work and you will have a fantastic career ahead. So, to close, I want you to ignite your minds in class. However has been your past. You know, in school you may have been average, you may have been extraordinary, you may have wanted to do many things, but you may not have had opportunities. Take this as a new chapter. Take this as a fantastic learning opportunity, because this is a place where you want to be. So before I close, I just want to tell you, we'll take a quick survey of this, but even we don't know when, sadly we don't know when the campus will open. But we also want to tell you that even before the campus opens, we want to connect with you. So in the next 4 weeks, we will give you opportunities in different ways to connect with class. One, you can join in some of our lectures. If you are interested, the faculty will connect with you and they will give you a link. You can join the lectures. Second, we have many expert conversations. That is, we bring guests from outside and we have special talks. You could join in those talks. Or we have a session called a student bubble, where students join together and the student activities are presented. You could join that, or you could join in some of the club sessions. Or very specifically, we have curated 3 different very interesting programs for you in the next 4 weeks. So one is on French, the other one is on Tamil, the other one is on physical fitness and sports. So in case you're interested in doing, so this will be a 1 hour session. You could choose the course, and it could be either 1 day a week or it could be 3 days a week, etc., depending on the course. In case you're interested, we will send out a survey to you. and you can register and you can be with us as a part of this journey till the classes come in. So that's how we want to engage you. And again, to close the session, I'm very, very happy that you joined us and very happy to present about class. And I'm sure that you will have a fantastic journey with us with this kind of a platform which is given to you. I'm sure that you will take these opportunities and you will emerge as fantastic leaders who will be able to change the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You've really taken us through the entire journey that they will be going through in the next 3 years ahead. I sometimes wish, and I'm not kidding, that I wish I was also a student at class 11 years ago. It would have been very different to have a campus where everything is under one roof. That was really amazing. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your really for taking us through this wonderful journey all over. Thank you, ma'am. So we have a lot of questions, lot of buzz happening with all our students. I can see Kartikeyan, Guru Sharan, Abhirami, Ritika, everyone buzzing with so many questions. So, ma'am, if you permit, can we take some questions from the faculty also?
Absolutely, we should bring on the team and we should have the discussion.
Great, great, great. Thank you so much, ma'am. Great. So I can see that there are so many of you asking us questions about the pathways. Can we have Dr. Dayal, sir, who's, yes, sir, great. Sir is here. Sir, I have a question for you, which a lot of our students seem to be discussing about, and I'm sure you'll be the right person to throw some light on this. Sir is from the management department and plays some very key roles in the academic section of the college. So, sir, could you please throw some light on what are these pathways and what are these courses that students can do in them? And especially, do we have any specific partners and what is the role that this plays in students' life?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the principal, ma'am, for the valid presentation for the batch 2021. And when it comes to pathway, ma'am has given a clear note on the partners to whom we are connected. So always we have to believe, and that's the truth, that class offers a very unique education model of developing the T-shaped individuals with the depth in the domain and breadth in the competencies. So towards the direction and towards the vision of class, it offers an unique sandwich program model. As ma'am rightly said, in the sandwich, we will be having the courses which is given by Bharati University, which have set of core, allied, and elective papers. But this is not much enough to enter into a society where we got competence everywhere. So class has identified partners across the nation, across the globe, with organizations and institutions which offers horizontal and vertical credential stacking. So before jumping into those partners and courses, I just want to tell how these courses and how this organization or how this pathway is built. Each and every department has a has a very strengthened academic advisory council, which is filled with senior academicians across the globe, where representatives from corporates like Tata and other group of companies for Roots or that. So every year, these academic advisory committee will meet. They will study the demand of the industry, whatever the dream of the students it may. Because when a student enter into an undergraduate, he will be having a different career goal. One will be stepping into a higher education in India, and one will be into abroad, and one will be taking care of his or her family business, or one may be having an idea of starting a startup, or one may be into employment in the private or government sector. So the students have different dreams. So to match all those dreams, where the academic advisory committee will meet once or twice, thrice, whenever it is required, and by studying the requirement of the industry, those requirements will be listed, and based on the requirements, we will be identifying the micro credential courses that will really help the students to step into their career. That's how it has been framed. So For example, this is not limited only to one department, where it is this pathway was across all the departments, from BCom PA, BBA, BBIB, political science, psychology, data science, and all those courses are filled with these add-on courses. You may ask how this pathway is going to help me, because it will enrich the knowledge and skills required by the industry. Okay, and it will be a great asset in your curriculum vitae when you are just throwing those CV into the industry, when you're stepping into corporate, or you may be in your stakeholders. And this is what the multifold career opportunities available for the students, wasting the entire not wasting investing the entire golden period of a guy, the 3 years, which is going to decide our entire life. Was simply learning a degree is not, um, because our students are much intellectual, and the opportunities are available for the students. So these courses are designed, so this will also give the competitive advantage while applying for master's programs in India and abroad, whatever it may be. So that's how these courses has been designed. So we are partnered with the ACCA, we are partnered with Harvard Business Publishing, we are partnered with Harvard Business Online Course, Harappa Education, Taxashila. So KPMG. So we are not constrained only to institutions. We are these partners. The partners will be into cluster of institutions, into organization, into research organization, consultancies. So this is how the courses has been there. For BCom students, we will be having ACCA, CA, entrepreneurship essential course. When it comes to BB and BBIP students, we will be having courses from IBM, Harvard Business School, Harvard Business Publishing, data science, Python. When it comes to psychology, we will be having Burn Institute, transcultural counseling from IAC, sports psychology. When it been into English literature, we will be having technical writing, journalism, creative writing. So when it comes to Viscom, we got Graphic Pro filmmaking from Whistling Woods, from MAC. For political science, civil services with Shankar IAS Academy, Taxashila. So when it comes to data science, into IoT with Amazon, then Microsoft. So all these organizations are connected with class, and they will not offer only courses. It includes workshops, certificate courses, training programs, outbound leadership training programs. So we may not think that these courses will be given only inside the classroom, because this pathway is built where students will be learning across the walls. So that's how the pathway. So as ma'am rightly said, the higher the pathway, higher you get. That's the thing. So that's how the pathway has been built. And there are some interesting thing that you would have joined in pathway 4 during the time of admission. It is not mandatory that you have to stick only into the pathway 4. If you see there is an interesting course in pathway 3 or pathway 2, you can just jump from pathway 3, from pathway 4 to pathway 3. So this is how the pathway is built. At any time you can just jump between the pathways. Okay, so and the other important thing is, if a course cost 1 lakh in the market, by this MOU, class brings you with scholarship, because we class is offering scholarship of 50,000, and the rest of the 50,000 what the students will pay. So this is how we can see the pricing and customized. All are tailor-made courses. It is not from the bucket which is available there in the market. All are tailor-made, depends, all are tailor-made, that really required by the industry. And don't think that only, you would have seen in our website there will be list of courses for each and every pathway. We will not stick only into those courses. Those courses will keep on change and will keep on updating. Depends on the demand from the industry, depends upon the suggestions from the corporate people, those who are there in the academic advisory committee. I think this will help you to understand a little better about our pathway. That's it.
Very, very, very nice. Nicely put, sir. In fact, I think it's very important. One key term that you said was interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary. I know that there are students who do courses from visual communication, although they are BCom students, and students who are taking open courses also from economics, although they are studying English literature. That's the beautiful part of a liberal arts college that sets us apart from other colleges, right? So
True.
that
And
is
True. Only one thing, yeah, as you rightly said, if a student in Wiscom, if he just want to know about the public policies, he can just get a course from political science. If a student's in political science, he just want to know how the photography and how the graphics are working, he can get from Wiscom. So that's the strength of class, and that's our policy. Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely, very rightly said. Thank you so much, Dayal sir, for throwing some light on this. And again, I stand by my statement again. I wish that 11 years ago I was a student of class. Lovely. Now we have a question for Radhika ma'am. Dr. Radhika? Yes, ma'am. A very good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, there is a lot of buzz going on about project based learning and how it's a very different teaching and learning method. I know as a faculty myself, I'm so excited to pursue this and to take my students through this journey. Could you please throw some light on this, ma'am?
Thank you, Ananda ma'am. You can hear, right?
Yes, ma'am, crystal clear.
Very good evening, all, and very happy to connect with you virtually. Ananda ma'am was asking about project-based learning. Before that, I would like to tell about the teaching learning process at KCLAS. It ensures developing knowledge and skills that creates T-shaped individuals, as Principal ma'am was talking about. And talking about project based learning, like this is a teaching method. It's a teaching method in which complex real world problems are used as the vehicle to promote students' learning of concepts and connecting these various uses with the real world problems. So this is what the main aim is. So it is a completely student centric approach in which the students learn about the subject by working in interdisciplinary groups. A project will be assigned to the student, a real time project, a real world project will be assigned to the students of that group, and they will be working on it. And in parallelly, they'll be studying their subject also related to that. So interested students will be selected based on certain criteria, and they will form small interdisciplinary groups. That is very important because they are not supposed to form from their own department. They will be forming groups from interdisciplinary. They'll get a wide view of it. So, and then they start working on the projects guided by both faculty, mentors, co-mentors, or the external mentors. So this is how the process goes. This approach in learning helps the students to engage completely, and they know about the world, what are the problems that the present world is facing, or the present society, at least their own society is facing. They create a driving question for themselves and they start working. So this will help the students to engage themselves in deep thinking of the content, and also critically thinking about the concept. So it also enhances the communication, collaborative skills, and the students develop their team building, means team building also skills also through this kind of a collaboration. So this teaching learning process also includes this flipped classroom, cooperative learning, gamification. So any like this the world, the whole virtual mode of teaching has made us look teaching and learning process in a different form. So flipped classroom, cooperative learning, gamification, design thinking based learning, competency based learning, these are some of the methodologies we adopt in our classrooms that enhances the skill building and get students ready for the 21st century educational and also industrial scenario. So this is what the main aim for us, because we all know that learning is a continuous process. It's not only for the students but also for the teachers, right? So we look forward and hope you all will enjoy this journey with us. Thank you, Ananda ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Radhika. Really, very nicely put and true. This is what next generation learning is about. As education evolves itself according to the generation of students themselves. Right. I can say there are a lot of questions from the students from the Department of Commerce. I, in fact, would like to get Mr. Francis here for a question. Sir,
Yes, yes,
please.
Ananda ma'am. Good evening.
Good
Thank you.
evening, sir. Uh, Sir, I just want to know, could you share some details about the professional courses offered by the School of Commerce?
Sure, sure. Thank you, Professor Ananda. Good evening, everybody. Great to meet everybody once again. And let me quickly take you through the professional courses that we offer at class. We have the Chartered Accountancy course that we offer with the YS Academy as a partner. We have the international variant of the Chartered Accountancy course, that is the ACCA, which is a British qualification. We offer that along with the partnership of the ANSA Academy, which is a nationally reputed academy. We also have the CMA, the Certified Management Accounting course, earlier known as ICWA. And we do have the Company Secretaryship course, the CS course. Both are also supported by the college. We are also in talks with the CC London Academy, the Chartered Institute for Securities and Investment, so that we offer the certification programs for our students from this year. So before concluding, let me also tell you that we have a varied qualified faculty members who also have qualifications from the professional side. So you would get all sort of mentoring and support from the college, other than the professional academy support that we provide. And one moment to remember your senior students who have exceptionally cleared all the professional courses and made us very proud by clearing the intermediate courses as well as the foundation programs of many of the programs that we offer. So we hope you are the fourth batch of the college. We really hope that the mantle would be carried on by you, and we really look forward to having you on campus. Thank you, everyone. And we would really like to hear from you if you have any questions. Over to you, Ananda ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Very kind of you to share these with us. Now, we have one more question for you. I'm sure that there are a lot of civil services students out here. I would like to call Dr. Makkalanman. We have a question for you, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Good evening, ma'am. Good
Sir,
evening,
could you
ma'am.
please
Yes,
throw
ma'am.
some light? Could you please throw some light on the Kumaraguru Civil Services Coaching Academy, sir?
Fine, madam. Yeah, madam. Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science established Kumaraguru Civil Service Academy in 2019, so that we need to nurture young minds who aspire to be part of nation's growth story through engaging into civil services. So the academy will train civil servant service aspirants for civil service examinations, which is a nationwide competitive examination, as we know, in India, that is conducted by Union Public Service Commission for recruitment to various positions, starting from Indian Administrative Service, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Police Service, and among others. So the academy will offer a holistic perspective and exposure to the future nation builders, especially and the change makers. So the professional training at the academy not only coaches the aspirants for succeeding in exam, but also they gain integrated outlook about future role they would be playing in the country. So as such, the course is divided into six segments. So in the first semester, first year, they'll be given orientation and foundation by our class faculty, particularly from Department of Political Science. Then second semester, they'll be exposed to newspaper reading and NCRT syllabus by Shankar IAS Academy, because we are a MOU partner with the Shankar IAS Academy, Chennai. Then third and fourth semester, we'll be dealing with general studies and particularly on focusing on mains and prelims. Then fifth semester will give training for CSAT, and so that we will equip students to attempt preliminary examinations. Then sixth semester, that is in the third year, will also provide optional training on specific subjects chosen by students. So which is their optionals for the UPSC examination, and again by Shankar IAS Academy. So overall, 3 years we provide training for them along with graduation, so that once they get the graduation, they are completely eligible to face the civil service examinations. So apart from that, we also train students in terms of giving mock interviews, then personal mentoring by internal faculty and also by external faculty members from SIA. And students also will be exposed to interact with the experts and civil service officers, etc. So it will be an overall holistic development, not only graduation. Apart from graduation, we have civil service academy, and not only from political science, economics, psychology join, but it is open for all the students of all the departments of class, so that they would actively participate in this particular coaching program. So this is overall of in a nutshell of the class that is Kumaraguru Civil Service Academy, madam. Over to you, madam. And I'll be
Thank you.
glad to address any queries if you have. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the extremely articulate and clear answer. I think it's answered most of the questions that our political science students have. And yes, this is such a lovely and a different, unique way of learning for students at class. Thank you so much, sir. Great. Now, we have a question, sir, for Dr. Balu. Dr. Balu, sir.
Yeah.
A very good evening, sir.
Good evening, Professor.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we know that that we have a wonderful class future center. Could you please throw some light on how do you train and support students for their career ahead?
Okay. Thank you, Professor Ananda. Dear parents and students, Future Center is ably guided by our experienced principal and senior team comprising of Dr. Shanti, the vice principal, Mr. Parthiban, a career specialist, and myself, a trainer, and the department leads as its advisor. So we take care of the career of the students. Future Center works on 5 principles. We empower the students, we educate them on career, we engage them intellectually, we evaluate them consistently, and employ them fruitfully. So these are the 5 principles. We have formed 6 best practices to inform and educate students and parents on various careers in India and abroad. That's the first step we do. We want the students to come out with their desired career choice in consultation with parents, and of course, we will be guiding them on that. We will build a career plan from the first semester based on it, and it is a very progressive model throughout the 6 semesters. So we have already associated with world-class training companies, and we will add more. Thanks to Dr. Dayal for the list he has already mentioned. However, we are with IBM, we are with Superset, we are with Smart, we are with Face, and Vadvani also. So we have a flexi approach to help the students. So we imbibe technology for the best. For example, Superset. It guides the student immensely in fulfilling his career requirements. So now we are ready to launch you as per your desirous career. Be it you can joyfully commit what you can want to become. You please remember our tagline, class says where you want to be. So you can select to be an entrepreneur, help your family business as well. Higher studies, you can choose to go for higher studies in India and abroad. You can prepare yourself for competitive exams for government sector. Right. You entrance preparation for world-class universities. You can also go work with multinational companies, that is for corporate jobs and careers. You can even have your own startups and incubations. Students, you will all enjoy and benefit from us to achieve your dream job and dream career. We are looking forward to work with you. And we have framed one of the finest career center, which can definitely take you to your desirous career. Thank you, Professor Ananda.
Thank you so much, sir, for really making it so clear and for definitely sharing about the class future center. Thank you so much, sir. Great. So there is definitely a lot of talk that we have done about all the wonderful facilities that we have on the campus, and what are all the various pathways that you have, what are the additional things that you can do beyond your classroom. But I'm sure all you boys and girls out there are looking forward to know also what are the sports facilities and what is it that you can do as your extracurricular activities on campus. I would like to call our physical fitness director, Dr. Kamal Kannan, in for this question. Sir? Yes, sir. Could you please throw some light on this, sir? Thank you, sir.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Good evening, parents, students, and the well-wishers of our students. I'm so happy to see you all. In general, the Department of Physical Education has two major elements. Number one, facilities, and number two, activities. In class, we have huge facilities here. That was 23 acres of play field we have, which includes FIFA standard football field with the Dublin cricket wicket. It was surrounded by a 400 meters athletic track. Next to that, we have a standard hockey field. Then we have a federated handball court, three volleyball federated courts, three basketball court with federated facilities, and throw ball court here. Then two ball badminton courts, two kabaddi court with federated facility, and three cricket practice nets we have. Then we have a multi-purpose indoor stadium which has six badminton courts and two volleyball court and one basketball court. More than that, we have high-tech gym facilities here for men and women separately. Regarding to the activity area, in class we have a unique activity plan in the field of physical education, which was integrated with sports for your entire life, which will give you a base for sports and wellness. And I assure that it will give you a different view of sports in a wide range. Hope it will give you an idea about what we are and what we are going to do you through sports in class. Ma'am?
Sir, thank you so much, sir, for definitely sharing about our. Yes, in fact, I remember just before the pandemic when I walked into the campus. At that time, our Yugam event was going on in March, and the campus was so vibrant with sports, dramatics, hackathons, and everything happening all around. It was such a vibrant campus that I fell in love with it at the first glance. Thank you so much, sir, for making our campus so vibrant and beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, I can see some questions, and I would also like to answer a question. I'm sure that some of you are asking me if my friends would like to, if one of your friends would like to apply, and if they want to join a program, can they do so? Yes, of course. We always reserve seats for students from other states in our admission process. But now, sadly, because of the pandemic, some of them have deferred their admissions because of geographical borders. But we are always open to offer those deferred seats to our students who aspire to join us. Please do encourage your friends who want to join in to just visit our website, go to the applications page and fill it up, and we'll be more than happy to assist you and help you with the entire process ahead. And here I am leaving a form for you in the chat box. I would request all of you to please fill it up so that we can understand you better, and we can also take some inputs from your end. And I'm sure all of you are very excited for the campus to open. Don't worry, we are quite excited too, along with you. And thank you so much for joining today. And here in the box, you can find the feedback form for you to fill in. Great. Thank you so much, and wish you all the best. We are also looking forward to having you on our beautiful campus. Before I sign out, I'm again going to play the campus tour video for you, and signing off from you, Ananda Karthik. Thank you.